So this is how the hair looks on me. Pretty, right? Yes, so we are going to go straight to the tutorial, guys. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. And please don't forget to like this video and subscribe. So we begin now, and this is me showing you the hair bundle I used. So then I started by cutting out my 13x6 frontal. So as you can see, I'm using an eye pencil to show my markings, and this is the lace I'm going to be using. This is a Swiss lace net. So I'm going to start by measuring out 13 inches for the breadth. Yeah, I'm going to be using my eye pencil to mark out what I'm cutting. I'm drawing a line to show where my frontal is beginning. I'm measuring it 13 inches, as you can see, but I actually used 12.5 inches because 13 is actually longer than my ear to ear measurement. You can use 13 also, you can use 12.5, you can use 12 inches too, so it depends on how your ear to ear measurements works. But you can also, I just don't want to cut the excess lace, that's why I ended up using 12.5 inches. So okay, I measured out 6 inches for the length of the frontal, as you can see right here. This is me trying to make it, yes, this is me measuring 6 inches because I like my long kimchi length frontal. So I'm trying to make the line clearer here, don't mind me. So I'm going to connect the lines together to mark out my frontal, and I'm also going to do that to the other side. As you can see, I'm almost done here. So I'm just sharpening my pencil. As you can see here, this is how it looks. So I'm just right here, I'm sharpening my pencil. You can also use, I see some people use biro, but I just prefer this eye pens because I can wash it out when I'm done with my markings. So I'm making another line in front. The purpose of this line is to indicate where I'm going to be using just one strand of hair to give my hairline a much natural look. That's the purpose of this extra line I'm drawing before the end. So I'm just right here, I'm measuring. I also gave it a middle part just in case you want a middle part of your hair, but I later ended up not using it because I wanted a free parting and I didn't make use of that line, the middle part line I gave you. So this is how it came out. Then I'm just going to cut out my frontal. You need to make sure you are careful when cutting out. And you should leave a little net space at those edges so you do not cut directly at the lines, because you need some space there when sewing the frontal on your wig cap. So this is me just cutting. As you can see, the spaces I'm leaving, I'm not cutting directly at the line, because when you're going to sew the frontal to your wig cap, you're going to make use of those extra spaces. I'm just trimming it because it's too big. So that's about cutting the frontal. So okay, you can also get this frontal lace in the market, already made frontal, that also works too. But since I have my own in yards, I'm just going to cut out, and this is also an easy method of cutting that I'm just showing you guys. So as you can see now, I've already started ventilating, and this is me showing you, I'm trying to show you what I'm doing here. This is the back of the lace. This is how my work is looking like, so beautiful and neat. So this is me showing you the lines on the lace. They are actually vertical lines and diagonal lines, and I'm not going to be using those straight lines. I'm going to be using the diagonal line. So this is me ventilating the hair. I'm using 2 to 4 strands of hair. I only skip a hole, then ventilate the next hole. I do not skip any line here. I'm going to make this much slower so you can see clearly what I'm doing here. So don't worry, I'm going to make this process much slower. So here it is. Using the diagonal lines, as you can see, at an angle, because it gives your hair this more natural look. Don't get me wrong though, you can also make use of the straight lines, but I prefer using the diagonal lines for my work. Yeah, so I put the pin in a hole. I put the pin in a hole here. I pick my strand to make a loop, and I pass the hair through the loop. I'm repeating it now. So I put the pin in a hole. I pick my strand, pass the hair, and pass the hair through the loop. So you can just focus on what I'm doing and follow me. So I put the pin in a hole, pick my strand to make a loop, and pass. Repeating this process, I am only skipping a hole. I'm not skipping any line, so that my hair can be full as I want it to be. Skip one hole, go to the next hole. I pick the hair. So this is a very time consuming process, guys. You just make sure you sit in a right posture and take your time. Do not rush to finish. Just take your time to get your desired result. This frontal actually took me 40 to 50 hours. Let's say 40 hours, let's say, to finish. I actually broke it down. I used some hours in a day for 4 days to finish it. Yes, I finished it within 4 days, but I didn't walk through the whole day. I took my time, because I'm actually fast. I'm actually fast in ventilating, so I'm used to it. But if you're a learner, it might take you more than that. But you just have to, when you're tired, you get some rest. So I don't work myself all out and get tired of the work. So sometimes I actually do this while watching movies. It also helps me. Just have to make sure that you take your time and you don't work yourself out. You don't rush to finish it. So guys, I really didn't know how hard it is to actually film myself doing this. I'm positioning my camera to get the perfect angle. Like, this is like a difficult task to do, but I just had to try my best. It took me time as a starter, but I decided to work with this. Like what you're seeing here, I just decided to work with whatever I'm doing. So over here, I'm just showing you the amount of hair can take. Showing you the amount of hair you can take at a time, just a little, and make sure you comb it through to avoid it getting tangled with your pin. Yeah, you just comb it. Just that my camera didn't capture when I'm combing, but I actually did. You comb it, then you fold the hair, fold it, then this is how, then you ventilate it. This is me trying to get my camera steady, and this is me showing you the wooden ventilating pin I'm using. Yeah, I got it from the market at, I think, 600 naira. I started using this wooden ventilating pin lately because the metallic pin I was using ends up falling off my hand and break. Like, it just fall off my hand and break, and I broke all my pins, even the ones I kept buying to replace it. It ended up falling and breaking at any slight mistake. So I just had to stop buying the metallic pins, replacing the metallic pin, and I found out the wooden ventilating pin is lighter and don't really break frequently. So I work with it now, and it actually works the same way the previous one works. So this is what I work with now. So as you can see, I'm just doing what I can do and showing you guys what I'm doing. Okay. Folding the hair and ventilating, as you can see. So this is me showing you the lines. This is the straight line, and this is the diagonal line, and I'm using that direction, that diagonal, like directional, whatever. Just I'm sure you get me. I'm sure you get me. Just get a lace. You see what I'm talking about. This is a practical stuff. Yes, so I think I'm going to speed. So this is me just walking. I'm going to speed this process up. So, okay.
Hello, if you're gaining knowledge at this point, then why haven't you liked this video and subscribed? Girl, why haven't you liked this video and subscribed? Kindly leave a comment for me also. Thank you.
So this is me showing you the front line where I'm using just one strand of hair. Guys, don't mind all the black marks. Is what you get. The black marks stain on my lace is what you get when you use eye pencil to mark. So, but don't worry, just do well to wash the hair after working on it and it will all go off. So that's what I actually use. This is me ventilating with one strand of hair at the front. The normal process, I only skip one hole. Yes, I only skip one hole. Then this voiceover is not as easy as it seems. But I'm just going to try. I'm doing it, right? I'm doing it. Just show your support by liking this video and subscribing to my channel. Thank you. So this is how it looks. This is the front part of the hair where I use one strand. You can see the difference, the back from the front. So yes. So guys, to recreate this, you can use any hair bundle of your choice. Any length is fine as long as you can work with it. I got this Swiss lace net from the market. I bought 1 yard of it, but I don't know how much it costs at this moment. But you can also buy or get the regular frontal net instead of buying the Swiss lace in yard. Whatever you want to work with is actually fine. So you can buy the single frontal net to work with it. For me, I just had this Swiss lace net because I do jobs on wigs, so I get to use a lot of it. So this is me working with my one strand at the front. One strand makes it look so natural. So when I get to the front of my hair, I use one strand. So that's why I made that line there. So this is me speeding up the process. I've heard people complain on how hard it is to ventilate a colored hair, that they can't see the strands of hair clearly. But in this case, you can actually use a colored nylon. Yes, under your mannequin, like before putting the lace, maybe you wrap your mannequin head on a thick black nylon, then you put your lace on top it. I think it will make the shades of color look so clearly different, so you can actually work with that. That's when you are using colored hair. Colors like black or bolder colors are easier to work with, so any color of your choice actually is good. So this is how my frontal is looking at this point, and I went ahead to finish it, and wow, I love it. Boom, boom. I went to wash it, and this is how it looks after washing, and it's looking so beautiful. I didn't want this video to be this long, guys. Even Nicki Minaj vibes. There is going to be a part 2 on how I sew in the rest of the wig on my next video. So thank you for watching, guys. I'm August, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Goodbye.